2026 Michigan DMV Knowledge Test Class A Test 250 questions and complete answers. Question 1. If convicted of a traffic violation that suspends your driving privileges on your regular operator or chauffeur license. Option A, your CDL will be unaffected. Option B, your CDL will be revoked. Option C, a judge will decide if your CDL will be suspended. The correct answer is option B, your CDL will be revoked. Explanation. A CDL is a special driving privilege attached to a basic operator or chauffeur license. Therefore, any violation that results in the suspension or revocation of your license, even in a non-commercial vehicle, will also result in suspension or revocation of your CDL. Question 2. The two markings on a front brake limiting valve usually read: Option A, normal and slippery. Option B, low and high. Option C, left and right. The correct answer is option A, normal and slippery. Explanation. Some vehicles with air brake systems manufactured before 1975 have a front brake limiting valve with normal and slippery settings. Question 3. During an applied leakage test, the maximum leakage rate for a triple combination vehicle is blank in a minute. Option A, 2 psi. Option B, 4 psi. Option C, 6 psi. The correct answer is option C, 6 psi. Explanation. It is important to know the maximum air loss rate that is safe for your specific vehicle. A triple combination should have a leakage rate no higher than 6 psi in a minute during an applied leakage test. Question 4. While driving. Option A, creating a text is not permitted, but reading a text is. Option B, creating a text is permitted, but reading a text is not. Option C, neither creating nor reading a text is permitted. The correct answer is option C, neither creating nor reading a text is permitted. Explanation. Texting while driving a CMV is prohibited. Texting is defined as manually entering text into or reading text from an electronic device. Question 5. A pre-trip inspection should include: Option A, a check of the engine oil level. Option B, removing coolant. Option C, washing the tire rims. The correct answer is option A, a check of the engine oil level. Explanation. When examining the engine compartment during a pre-trip inspection, you should check the engine oil level, the radiator coolant level, and the condition of the hoses. Question 6. When traveling down a downgrade, the speed of a vehicle will likely: Option A, decrease. Option B, stay the same. Option C, increase. The correct answer is option C, increase. Explanation. The force of gravity will cause a vehicle's speed to increase when traveling downhill. Question 7. In a vehicle with dual air brakes, a leak in one system blank the second system. Option A, will always affect. Option B, may not affect. Option C, is caused by. The correct answer is option B, may not affect. Explanation. A dual air brake system is made up of two separate air brake systems. If there is an air leak in one system, it may not affect the other. Question 8. Regroove tires. Option A, should not be used on any vehicle. Option B, should not be used on the front of a bus. Option C, should not be used on trucks hauling gravel. The correct answer is option B, should not be used on the front of a bus. Explanation. Regroove, recapped, or retreaded tires are prohibited on the front wheels of a bus. Question 9. If an aggressive driver is involved in a crash down the road, you should: Option A, pull over and yell at them. Option B, stop after the crash scene and report the other driver's behavior to police. Option C, block the driver in with your vehicle. The correct answer is option B, stop after the crash scene and report the other driver's behavior to police. Explanation. If you observe a crash involving an aggressive driver, you should stop a safe distance from the crash scene, wait for police to arrive, and inform them of the aggressive behavior you witnessed. Question 10. A person must be at least blank to drive a CMV across state lines. Option A, 18 years old. Option B, 21 years old. Option C, 25 years old. The correct answer is option B, 21 years old. Explanation. A driver must be at least 21 years old to operate a CMV in interstate commerce. Drivers may be 18 years old to drive a CMV only within the state of Michigan. Question 11. A cargo van is: Option A, usually the same height with or without a load. Option B, usually taller with a heavy load than with a light load. Option C, usually shorter with a heavy load than with a light load. The correct answer is option C, usually shorter with a heavy load than with a light load. Explanation: the added weight of a heavy load will make a vehicle sit lower than usual. A vehicle will often be taller when carrying a light load than when carrying a heavy load. If your vehicle fits under an overpass while carrying a full load, it is not guaranteed that it will fit under the same overpass if it is empty. Question 12. While driving, a driver should: Option A, not be concerned with what is happening on the sides of their vehicle. Option B, be concerned with what is happening on all sides of the vehicle. Option C, not be concerned with what is happening behind the vehicle. The correct answer is option B, be concerned with what is happening on all sides of the vehicle. Explanation: it is essential that you are aware of what is happening on all sides of your vehicle at all times. Scan the road ahead and make regular checks of the mirrors on both sides of your vehicle while you are driving. Equals. Question 13. In very hot weather, tires should be checked regularly because: Option A, they may melt. Option B, air pressure may increase with the temperature. Option C, the tread wears down more quickly than in cooler weather. The correct answer is option B, air pressure may increase with the temperature. Explanation: because air pressure increases with temperature, you should pay special attention to the tire mounting and pressure when traveling in hot weather. Question 14. Hanging meat as cargo is usually: Option A, very stable. Option B, easy to handle. Option C, unstable. The correct answer is option C, unstable. Explanation: a cargo of hanging meat can be very unstable, both because the meat swings about in transit and because its center of gravity is high. Question 15. As part of the vehicle inspection test, you will be asked to: Option A, explain why you must check the items you are checking. Option B, change the coolant. Option C, replace a headlight. The correct answer is option A, explain why you must check the items you are checking. Explanation: during the vehicle inspection test, you will be asked to do a complete inspection of your vehicle. You will need to explain what you are inspecting and why. Question 16. If driving through flowing water or a large puddle, you should: Option A, increase your speed. Option B, gently apply the brakes. Option C, try to stop in the water. The correct answer is option B, gently apply the brakes. Explanation: it is best to avoid driving through large puddles or moving water. If there is no way to avoid driving through water, you should slow down, shift into a low gear, and gently apply the brakes. Pressing linings against the brake drums or discs will keep water, mud, silt, and sand from getting inside the brake mechanisms. Question 17. Failing to drain air tanks could result in: Option A, water accumulations freezing and causing brake failure. Option B, squishy brakes. Option C, too much air collecting in the tanks. The correct answer is option A, water accumulations freezing and causing brake failure. Explanation: in an air brake system, the air tanks must be periodically drained to remove accumulations of water and compressor oil. If water is not removed, it could freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. Question 18. After 2 violations of any state law regarding handheld mobile phone use: Option A, you will need to cancel your mobile phone service. Option B, your CDL will be disqualified. Option C, you will be required to drive 10 miles per hour under the posted speed limit for a period of time. The correct answer is option B, your CDL will be disqualified. Explanation: if you are twice convicted of violating any state law regarding handheld mobile phone use, your CDL will be disqualified. Consequences will become more severe with subsequent violations. Question 19. An after-trip inspection should be done: Option A, once a week. Option B, once a month. Option C, after every trip. The correct answer is option C, after every trip. Explanation: you should always complete an after-trip inspection of your vehicle at the end of a trip, day, or tour of duty. Complete a vehicle inspection report if required. Question 20. What is removed when an air tank is drained? Option A, water and oil. Option B, ammonia. Option C, liquid cleaners. The correct answer is option A, water and oil. Explanation: in an air brake system, air tanks have drains to remove accumulations of water and compressor oil. Allowing water and oil to accumulate in the system could cause damage to the brakes. Question 21. A driver can rely on front-wheel braking to work. Option A, on dry roadways only. Option B, under all conditions. Option C, under all conditions except for snow. The correct answer is option B, under all conditions. Explanation: front-wheel braking is effective under all road conditions. It is unlikely that you will experience a front-wheel skid, even on ice. Question 22. Emergency equipment in a vehicle is: Option A, only required for vehicles that are transporting hazardous materials. Option B, only required during interstate travel. Option C, required. The correct answer is option C, required. Explanation: during a pre-trip inspection, you should check for emergency equipment, including spare electrical fuses, 3 red reflective triangles, 6 fuses, or 3 liquid burning flares, and at least 1 properly charged and rated fire extinguisher. Question 23. One way to avoid becoming an aggressive driver is to: Option A, talk on your cell phone while driving. Option B, question others' driving abilities. Option C, set realistic expectations regarding travel time. The correct answer is option C, set realistic expectations regarding travel time. Explanation: to help avoid frustration, which can lead to aggressive driving behavior, you should begin a trip with realistic expectations about your travel time. Plan ahead to allow time for potential traffic delays. Other strategies to help prevent aggressive driving behavior include driving at appropriate speed and keeping a reasonable following distance, avoiding making gestures at other drivers, and keeping your hands on the steering wheel. Question 24. If you realize you may be running late to your destination, you should: Option A, speed up. Option B, get upset. Option C, deal with it and drive at a safe speed. The correct answer is option C, deal with it and drive at a safe speed. Explanation: to reduce the risk of developing aggressive driving behavior, you should take measures to manage your stress. One strategy to do this is to simply take a deep breath and accept your circumstances if you realize you will be late to your destination. Question 25. If your brakes fail on a downgrade, your best hope to stop is to: Option A, use an escape ramp. Option B, use the shoulder. Option C, drift to a stop. The correct answer is option A, use an escape ramp. Explanation: if your brakes fail on a downgrade, you will have to look outside your vehicle for a way to stop. Using an escape ramp is the safest way to stop your vehicle. Question 26. Shortly after a tire has been changed, you should: Option A, stop to make sure the lug nuts are still tight. Option B, repair the brakes. Option C, deflate the tire to tenside. The correct answer is option A, stop to make sure the lug nuts are still tight. Explanation: after a tire has been changed, you should stop a short while later to recheck the tightness of the lug nuts. Question 27. You may: Option A, have more than one license if one is for business purposes. Option B, have more than one license if they are issued by different states. Option C, not have more than one license. The correct answer is option C, not have more than one license. Explanation: a person cannot have more than one driver license at a time. States share information through a computer database to ensure that no person has more than one license. Violation of this law could result in fines or jail time. Question 28. If approaching a vehicle with a distracted driver, you should: Option A, quickly pass the vehicle. Option B, maintain a safe distance from the vehicle. Option C, closely follow the vehicle. The correct answer is option B, maintain a safe distance from the vehicle. Explanation: if you see a distracted driver, give them plenty of space and maintain a safe following distance. Question 29. If you are braking on dry pavement while traveling at 55 miles per hour, how much distance will brake lag add to your overall stopping distance? Option A, 32 feet. Option B, 45 feet. Option C, 20 feet. The correct answer is option A, 32 feet. Explanation: The total stopping distance for vehicles equipped with air brakes is made up of 4 factors: perception distance, reaction distance, brake lag distance, and braking distance. When braking at a speed of 55 miles per hour while driving on dry pavement, the brake lag can add around 32 feet to the vehicle's total stopping distance. Question 30. You are especially likely to encounter strong winds when: Option A, coming out of tunnels. Option B, going into tunnels. Option C, driving on shoulders. The correct answer is option A, coming out of tunnels. Explanation: strong winds can make it difficult to keep a vehicle in its proper lane. Strong wind can be a particular problem when a vehicle is being driven out of a tunnel. Question 31. Talking on a hands-free phone while driving. Option A, does not distract the driver. Option B, only distracts the driver if the driver is speaking. Option C, can be distracting to the driver. The correct answer is option C, can be distracting to the driver. Explanation: while speaking on a hands-free phone while driving is less dangerous than speaking on a handheld phone, it is just as likely to mentally distract a driver. Simply engaging in conversation takes their mental focus away from the task of driving. Question 32. When asked to make a lane change during the driving test, you should: Option A, make the change as soon as the examiner asks without looking. Option B, use your turn signal and change lanes when safe. Option C, make the lane change as quickly as possible, even if that means cutting off another driver. The correct answer is option B, use your turn signal and change lanes when safe. Explanation: you will be asked to change lanes during the on-road driving test. When the examiner asks you to do this, you should make the necessary traffic checks and use the proper signals before changing lanes. Question 33. Your horn should be used to: Option A, tell other drivers that you are angry. Option B, warn other drivers that you are near. Option C, frighten other drivers. The correct answer is option B, warn other drivers that you are near. Explanation: your vehicle's horn is a tool to warn others of your presence. Because the horn may create danger by startling other drivers, you should use it only if necessary. Question 34. When it's difficult to see, such as at dawn or dusk, a driver can increase their vehicle's visibility by: Option A, driving while using their lights. Option B, driving with their windows open. Option C, flashing their lights periodically. The correct answer is option A, driving while using their lights. Explanation: when driving at dawn, at dusk, or in inclement weather, you should use your headlights on their low beam setting to increase your visibility. Question 35. After starting the engine, the anti-lock braking system ABS light stays on if: Option A, the ABS is working properly. Option B, the ABS is not working properly. Option C, the ABS is not engaged. The correct answer is option B, the ABS is not working properly. Explanation: the anti-lock braking system ABS indicator light should come on after an engine is started. The light will then turn off. If the light remains on, the ABS is not working properly. Question 36. Pre-trip inspections should be done: Option A, differently each time in order to place emphasis on different items. Option B, the same way each time to prevent you from forgetting anything. Option C, once in a while. The correct answer is option B, the same way each time to prevent you from forgetting anything. Explanation: a pre-trip inspection should be completed in the same way before every drive. Consistency will help you learn all of the proper steps and decrease the likelihood that you will forget to check something. Question 37. How do ice cream trucks become hazardous to other drivers? Option A, ice cream trucks must be kept cold. Option B, children often run toward an ice cream truck without looking for other traffic. Option C, ice cream trucks leave trails of water and ice on the roadway. The correct answer is option B. Children often run toward an ice cream truck without looking for other traffic. Explanation: ice cream trucks can create hazardous conditions for other drivers because they attract children. Children often do not notice or pay attention to other vehicles on the roadway when running to or from ice cream trucks. Question 38. When passing a row of parked vehicles, a driver should: Option A, stay close to the vehicles. Option B, watch for signs of a person exiting a vehicle. Option C, flash their headlights. The correct answer is option B, watch for signs of a person exiting a vehicle. Explanation: you should be cautious when passing parked vehicles. A person may step out of a parked vehicle or out from between parked vehicles without looking for oncoming traffic. A driver may begin moving their vehicle before realizing you are there. Question 39. Hanging meat in a refrigerated truck. Option A is a good way for inexperienced drivers to gain experience. Option B requires a skilled driver. Option C is illegal in most states. The correct answer is option B, requires a skilled driver. Explanation: an operator should drive with care when transporting a cargo of hanging meat. Such a load is unstable, both because it has a high center of gravity and because the swinging of the meat can affect the driver's handling of the vehicle. Question 40. With the exception of the straight line backing exercise, a driver may exit their vehicle and check its position during testing exercises up to: Option A, 1 time. Option B, 2 times. Option C, 3 times. The correct answer is option B, 2 times. Explanation: a driver is allowed to exit their vehicle to check its position during any basic vehicle control skills test exercise. This action is called a look. During the straight line backing exercise, a driver may not exceed 1 look. During any other exercise, a driver may not exceed 2 looks. Question 41. What is often found in compressed air? Option A, water. Option B, cardboard. Option C, brake fluid. The correct answer is option A, water. Explanation: compressed air in an air brake system usually contains a certain amount of water and compressor oil. The water and oil can damage the brakes if left to accumulate in the system. Tanks must be drained regularly to remove this buildup. Question 42. Eating while driving is: Option A, a good way to save time. Option B, a dangerous activity. Option C, acceptable if you are eating foods that are easy to eat. The correct answer is option B, a dangerous activity. Explanation: smoking, eating, or drinking are distracting activities and should be avoided while you are driving. Instead, plan ahead and allow yourself time to stop to eat when making a lengthy trip. Question 43. When driving under wet conditions, a lack of spray coming from the tires of other vehicles indicates that: Option A, ice has formed on the road. Option B, the pavement is dry. Option C, the spray is caught on the underside of the vehicle. The correct answer is option A, ice has formed on the road. Explanation: in wet conditions, a lack of spray coming from the tires of other vehicles indicates that ice has formed on the road. Be especially cautious when traveling under wet conditions in freezing weather. Question 44. When transporting a load, the cargo should be inspected. Option A, only at the beginning of a drive. Option B, only after driving a long distance. Option C, after every break. The correct answer is option C, after every break. Explanation: cargo and its securing devices must be inspected before starting a trip. After beginning a trip, the driver should check the load and securing devices within the first 50 miles on the road, every 3 hours or 150 miles traveled, and after every break. Question 45. To warn drivers behind you that you will be slowing down, you should: Option A, turn on the right turn signal followed by the left turn signal. Option B, tap your brake pedal a few times to illuminate your brake lights. Option C, swerve from side to side to get their attention. The correct answer is option B, tap your brake pedal a few times to illuminate your brake lights. Explanation: to let drivers behind you know that you plan to slow down, lightly tap your brake pedal a few times to flash your brake lights. It is important to communicate your intentions to other drivers. Question 46. For a basic vehicle control skills test, you are expected to be able to: Option A, alley dock. Option B, weave between a line of cones. Option C, complete an emergency stop. The correct answer is option A, alley dock. Explanation: maneuvers that may be included in the basic vehicle control skills test include straight line backing, offset /right parking, offset /left parking, driver's side parallel parking, conventional parallel parking, and alley docking. Question 47. Which of the following is not a sign of a driver becoming tired? Option A, frequent blinking. Option B, drifting from their lane. Option C, feeling hungry. The correct answer is option C, feeling hungry. Explanation: potential warning signs of fatigued driving include difficulty focusing, frequent blinking or heavy eyelids, yawning repeatedly or rubbing one's eyes, daydreaming, wandering or disconnected thinking, trouble remembering the last few miles driven, missing exits or traffic signs, having trouble keeping one's head up, drifting from one's lane, following a vehicle too closely, hitting a shoulder rumble strip, and feeling restless or irritable. Question 48. The rods in S-cam brakes move the slack adjusters when air pressure is added to the brake chambers. This air pressure is added to the chambers when the driver, Option A, presses the brake pedal. Option B, uses the emergency brake. Option C, uses the trailer hand valve. The correct answer is option A, presses the brake pedal. Explanation: when pressing the brake pedal in a vehicle with S-cam brakes, air will enter the brake chambers. The added air pressure will push out the rods and move slack adjusters, twisting the brake camshafts. Question 49. The center of gravity in a trailer should be Option A, as high as possible. Option B, as low as possible. Option C, at the rear of the trailer. The correct answer is option B, as low as possible. Explanation: the weight of cargo in a vehicle should be distributed as low as possible. Having a center of gravity that is too high will increase the risk of a rollover. Question 50. If you're unfamiliar with the area in which you must back up, you should Option A, get out of your vehicle and walk around the area to become more familiar with it. Option B, not use both side mirrors because it can be distracting. Option C, wait for someone else to back up in the area so you can see how they do it. The correct answer is option A. Get out of your vehicle and walk around the area to become more familiar with it. Explanation: before backing up, you should get out of your vehicle and look at your line of travel. Check your clearance to the sides and overhead.